Landry Fields loses it. Turnover. Jose quickly ahead. Out to DeRozan. Straight line drive. Finger roll good.
Good job that time by Calderón. Missed shot. Pushed the tempo. And DeRozan glad to do it.
Chandler.
This is what makes Jeremy Lin special. Really good on the screen and roll. And the Knicks, #2 in the league in terms of the utilization of the screen and roll. And he thrives in that area. Chandler and Stoudemire, particularly on the back end of it.
Jose an up fake. And he now pulls it back. Shot clock at 7. Jose pulls up. Jumper rattles in. 85% of the New York Knicks offense is pick and roll. Multiple pick and rolls within a set.
Oh, totally. And they're going to... And a big part of that, though, is having a point guard that can run it. And that's been their issue. You know, Raymond Felton probably was the best that they had. And there they have executing that. Chandler. But you need a guy in Mike D'Antoni's system that's got to have the ability to change speeds, make good reads. They love to slip it on that high screen.
Aaron Gray swings it. James Johnson. Here's Jose. Open look. Cans it. And Jose looking for his offense more and more. That was a case.
That's been an issue with Jeremy Lin. He's had 20.
But I think he'll have to conform with Jeremy Lin as Jose drills a shot. And the Raptors back up on top by 1. There's Carmelo, the Syracuse product.
Well, he's a smart player, and he understands, and he's been on winning teams as a pro. You know, everyone's killing this guy right now. But the last time I checked, every year as a pro, his team's gone to the playoffs. So he knows what it takes. The question is right now, they got to adapt a little bit. Style of play and tweak things. The key's going to be their defense. But Carmelo Anthony, he's got a good seat for this one right here. Jose nailing it.
Jose Calderón. Entry pass down low. James Johnson knocked around. He's able to finish.
There's so much.
Here's DeRozan, clock down. Kick out, open look. Jose, bang on.
Hey, he knows Jeremy Lin.
Gives it. Draymond jumper, turnover. James Johnson out of the run. Here's Jose. It's a three. Good. 12-2 run.
Yes, sir. It's our fourth keep.
Giving them, and sometimes you want him to do a little bit more offensively. Lin with a sweet move in the lane.
Well, Jose Calderón has accounted for 16 of the Raptors, 22 points. 12 points, and he's got 2 assists as well. So, dominant performance right now from number 8 in white.
Ed Davis on the floor, guarded by Jeffries. Backing down on Jeffries. Good job by Ed Davis. That's his move right there.
And he got to his sweet spot. He got in deep. So it made it a high percentage look.
Raptors have made 5 in a row. Steve Novak, sharpshooter out of Marquette on the floor.
He's made 16 threes in his last 4 games.
Look at the difference. You could tell early on Lin was trying to set up Amari. Amari's out right now, and here's Barbosa. Barbosa past the timeline right to the rim. How about the Brazilian blur going end to end? Raptors by 7.
That was poor defense by the Knicks, and Barbosa turning the Jets on. And
someone to understand my game, they have to watch me more than once, because I'm not going to do anything that's extra flashy or freakishly athletic, as Glazer lays it up in blue. He was first-team All-State. He was a California Division II Player of the Year, averaged big numbers, but despite that, nearby Stanford, right across the street from Palo Alto High School, three-pointer is good, said you can walk on. UCLA said you could walk on, and our good friend Kerry Keating, who was an assistant, recruited him and said, look, you can walk on. And Kerry Keating now, of course, says, you know what, he would have ended up starting for us at UCLA. Glazer
Well, here's the thing with players. So much of it comes down to the style of play and the philosophy and the belief of the coaching staff that you play for. And, you know, every organization, every coaching staff values different things. And I think he's got the perfect pro coach in Mike D'Antoni, who values point guard play and kind of the things that he brings and the way they space the floor and utilize screen and roll situations.
Lynn jumper, good. 3 of 5, 6 points.
He's got 6 points, 6 shots, and playing as a team, and that's what it's about. It's less about personnel and more about playing the way you're supposed to play.
Jose goes down. Jose. And now Tyson Chandler and Jose having some words with one another. And Chandler. Offensive foul on Tyson Chandler. Felt that the foul wasn't as hard as Jose may have acted. And during the timeout had a conversation with the officials. And
3 was the last title.
Here's Lynn. Clock at 5, 4. Lynn. 3, good! Stoudemire denied by Amir Johnson. Lynn steps by, shot, good, it's a 2. He allowed DeRozan to leave his feet, used his Harvard education just to slide over and knock down a shot.
And Lynn just found out it was a 2, and he's upset with himself for not getting his foot behind the line. What a competitor.
Jose right back.
Great read. They switch the ball straight. It's a factor, but he's playing well, so make sure he gets those extra minutes for it.
Aaron Gray with a block and takes it away from Stoudemire. Raptors lead 51-38. Jose turns the corner aggressively and sticks the jumper. He's got 16 now.
Well, he outplayed. The ball slowed down. They didn't have the same chemistry, and Amari not the same role.
Amir Johnson with a layup.
And that's on Mike D'Antoni to figure it out.
Stoudemire 15 points. Jose has 18. Jose looking for 20.
Well, the Knicks do not do a good job, Matt, to get the ball out of Calderón's hands when he goes 3 in a row.
DeRozan, good.
Good cut over.
DeRozan, strip, Davis underneath, tapped out, Jose controls, plays the clock down. Clock at 1, Jose now recognizes it, throws it in, and it's good. Bang on. Has 11 in the quarter and a foul at the other end. It's on Davis. How about this?
Just like Dwayne Casey drew it up, Matt. There it is. Let it rip. And Jose having a few laughs.
23. 53 points the last 2 games. Lynn up top with 4. Lynn driving, 3, stops. And Lynn finishes. 15 points.
That wasn't pretty, but he found a way. Tell you what, though, he comes to a jump stop in a lane. We saw against the Lakers, he was making some floaters. Tonight, a lot more jump stops in there.
Plays up, drills it.
Oh, he had trouble at the free throw line, but no trouble there.
Jose gives it to DeRozan, right to the rim. DeMar, 5 of 10, he's got a dozen. And an excellent job by DeRozan of continually driving to the rim.
And a decision by the Raptors to wait the year.
Jose right to the rim, he's got 25.
It wasn't like he was asked about Valanciunas. He up on his own. And just had great things to say about the young man who will be a member of the Raptors next season.
The FIBA Young European Basketball Player of the Year, Jonas Valanciunas. Jose Calderón has 13 of his 25 here in the quarter.
Calderón just going to work here. They get a switch. Look at Sia. Goes right by Jeffries. They lead, Matt.
Lynn to the rim. Raptors 1 of 5 turnovers in the quarter. And Lynn with his 11th assist. And Amare Stoudemire. 11 of 16, 25 points for Jose. Here's Glazer driving. Glazer, nice left hand. He's got 14.
He's a better lateral defender. They got Lynn checking Barbosa. Interesting.
Amir on the inside. Amir trying to get space. Does. Amir with 10 points.
Good response.
1:45 left. Fields in the lane. Stoudemire denied by Amir. He's got 5 blocks tonight.
That was major league help defense.
Shumpert the steal. 1 possession game.
Oh, you got to come up and give Calderón some help. Shumpert's into him right now. Give him a hard ball screen. Shake this guy up a little bit. Get him off Calderón.
DeRozan driving. DeRozan denied by Chandler. Knicks with a chance to tie. Lynn driving and 1.
Talk about stage presence and flair for the dramatic. How about this pump fake? And he's taking on Amir Johnson, man, as you mentioned, who's had 5 blocks. That is big-time onions right there.
5 fouls. Barbosa to Glazer. Back to Barbosa, deep 3. Not what they wanted. Jeremy Lin. Last time the Knicks led, it was 11-10. Clock at 5. Shumpert. Second chance opportunity. Lin up top. Tied at 87. Lin with the ball in his hands. Fans on their feet. 5, 4. Lynn for the win. Got it. Of his 27 in the 4th. New York by 3.5 left.
My goodness. The Green rising to the top. Tremendous elevation on that jump shot. Stage presence. Wow. Flooding the game. That's right. Linsanity at the ACC. And talk about a young man with the...
Butler fires. And the game ends. New York wins their 6th consecutive. Jeremy Lin with the winning shot.